I'm here in Germany with the State Secretary in the Ministry of Economics, State Secretary Pfaffenbach. And sir, can you tell us about your portfolio, what you do here in the ministry?
Well, first of all, thank you for your visit. It's been a great pleasure, and we are very interested in your work, and ICANN is a very experienced and very valuable non-profit organization which we like, and thank you for being here, of course. Well, my portfolio is economics, taking care of how the economy is running in our country, but also relationship to the rest of the world, so to speak. International economics, trade policy, also European affairs. So there's quite a lot of things, but we are a country which is heavily involved in the world economy. So we're very dependent on the state of the world economy. And our relationship to the United States, where you come from, is a splendid one.
That's great. And obviously Germany's been one of the leaders in internet technology and adoption and the expansion in the whole field. How do you see that developing and linking to your economic development, let's say, in the future?
I think it's a wonderful development because we also have suffered from the world economic crisis so far, of course. But the internet business has suffered less than other branches, and so this is point number one. Number two is there's a strong embedded systems development, so many of the IT components go into other branches like into cars, into machinery, what have you. So everything is more and more interlinked, and the influence of this branch is developing well, it's in a brilliant way.
That's great. I know Germany's also a leader in green technologies. You have much more solar technology here, wind farms, many different areas. Yeah. Do you see the development in green technology relating to some of the internet as well?
Definitely. We just had a so-called IT summit yesterday with the participation of Chancellor Merkel. And a couple of ministers took place. It's a cooperation between government, science and business. And we have developed a couple of studies, of course, and one outcome is that we should concentrate more on what is called IT green technology. And so we can do a lot with conservation of energy and more efficiency in different sectors. And so IT is a wonderful partner in this respect also.
Fantastic. And one last question, and that is, you have a very broad set of responsibilities here, and one of the most powerful countries and economies of the world, helping to run the ministry here. What are your three top priorities?
Well, our three top priorities, you mean in general terms?
Yes, in general terms.
Well, in general terms, it's of course to participate in creating international frameworks which give enough freedom to the business side. This means we need free trade, no frontiers, and this, for example, the so-called Doha round is very important for us to help to strengthen the multilateral trade system. This is number one. Number two is at the moment how we find back to a good growth path. Because we have suffered tremendously from the world financial crisis and the spillover to the real economy. And we, for the first time, we have very negative growth rates. No one had thought about the possibility of coming into such a situation. But now we have elaborated certain kind of programs to give stimulus to the economy, like in the US and elsewhere. And we are on a good road now. And I think these are the top priorities at the moment.
That's excellent. And I just want to say, it's so amazing for me to be here with you for many reasons. One of which is I first came to Berlin in '79 and went across Checkpoint Charlie three times when it was a divided city. Yeah. And it's just so wonderful to see.
Have you been there again?
I was last time I was here in the fall. I went to the museum and it hit my heart actually again because that was very scary actually back then. 17 years old going into the Day era or the East Germany, and so happy to see. And I think the German miracle of unification is...
this has been really the greatest advantage for our country, being in a position to become reunited. And this would have not been possible out of our own strengths. It's been, due to the help of our American friends, of other important friends around us, and we appreciate that very much. This has been the greatest advantage we had 20 years ago, and we are still very thankful.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Great
Secretary.
pleasure.
Honored to
See you
meet you.
again.
Okay.